Hello, welcome to PYTHA basic training. So in this training, we'll be covering on generators and we will talk about cabinet. Okay, so first thing you can see over here straight away, we have a dialog box that pops up here and we have a cabinet. We'll show you what you are doing. Okay, so for example, you will be able to see that over here, we are able to control the dimension of your cabinet straight away. Alright, next thing, over here, you can control the thickness of all your panels. Alright, so for example, if I want to do a cabinet that is 2000 and maybe this is 1008. Alright, so the next function that I want to show you is over here. Once you have put in this configuration, I can say save. For example, I put it in the desktop and I call this training cabinet. Okay, you can go on training cabinet and I say save. And next time, if I were to say new, okay, I just need to click on load and I go into my training cabinet. When I open it, it will open up the same configuration. Alright, so this is how you are able to save a standard text file and you can load it back the next time you use it. Alright, so next thing over here we will talk about is over here. This is you can see here the continuous side and continuous bottom and top. Okay, so look at the join here. This is continuous side, and if I click on continuous top and bottom, we are able to change the construction of the cabinet. Alright, next thing so this is what it is, and next one we'll be able to talk about the base. So in PYTHA it is very systematic. Okay, you have to see that we go through each tab over here and it will be able to help you configure all the things that you need in a basic cabinet. Okay, so after I've put in, you can see over here, I put in the width, the height and the depth already. Next thing, if I say that there is without base. Okay, first thing, if you go with without base, okay, one thing you'll notice, the cabinet just goes down. Okay, so there is no need for you to make any adjustment and there will be not any changes to the overall height of the cabinet. It will follow the 1800 that we have set over here. Okay, so if you were to say with base, okay, you can see this is the base, how it look like. Okay, or we can say in between size. Okay, some other things that you are able to adjust. Okay, so if we were to say with base, you are able to see I can adjust the base height. So if I were to say 50, and PYTHA will automatically adjust it for you. Next thing, you are able to see I am able to adjust the distance, individual distance of my base. So if I were to say this is 0, you can see it move to the back. If I say this is 0, it moves to the front. So this you're able to adjust individual, or you can just say same and all have a space of 20. Okay, so you'll be able to have a space of 20 and you're also able to adjust the base thickness. Okay, this meaning that each of this panel used is going to be a 20 mm panel, or we can say in between sides. Okay, so in between sides, this is the construction and you're able to configure how far back the setback for both the front and the back individually. Okay, so that is with regards to the base. Next, I will go into the back. Okay, this is the back tab. Okay, so right now you can see there is no back panel. I can say this is a butted panel. You need to say we will just stick a piece of panel at the back. And with butted panel, I can say this is whether this is a continuous, meaning one piece, or I can say this is going to be a divided piece. Alright, so we are able to change that. And of course, next thing, very importantly, we are able to control the thickness of your back panel. Okay, and over here we are able to control the gap. Okay, you can see here with butted this 5 mm, there will be a 5 mm spacing here and a 5 mm spacing there. If you do not want it, you can just put 0 and it will be covered fully. Okay, so next we can go to rebate. Rebate basically means it will have the panel sticking here straight away, just putting at the back to cover. Alright, if you want to have some spacing, for example maybe 8 mm, you can see that PYTHA will create a 8 mm overlapping here. This is for rebate. Okay, and next thing we can say groove. Okay, groove is very simple. You can see here, if I off the solid, you'll see that this PYTHA, this 8 mm, a PYTHA groove inwards by 8 mm, groove inwards by 8 mm. And over here, next thing you want to ask is, what happened if, how about the grooving distance? Okay, you will see this distance here. This distance between this panel and the edge here will be 8 mm. If I were to change it, maybe I'd say I want it to go in by 20. So once I tap 20, you can see the panel goes in by 20 millimeters. Okay, so this is how you can adjust the grooving. Okay, so I'll just keep this as a button, okay, to keep things simple. And this is the back tab that we can talk about. Okay, next thing, okay, we'll go into subdivision. Okay, subdivision here is where we can adjust quite a lot of things. So you can see over here, we can control the number of division that we want. Okay, so next thing, we can control whether this is true top, okay, and or true bottom and base. So you can see we are able to control the construction individually. I can say I don't want true top. I can say I want true bottom and base, but I don't want true top. Okay, so there you go. This is the kind of construction that you can build. Okay, so next thing, I am able to adjust. For example, you see this red color box here. This means that this is the selected area, and I can able to put in the shelf for this area. Okay, so you can see I can put them, once I put in the shelf, it's applied evenly. Okay, so this is the shelves. If I want to customize, okay, very importantly, if I want to customize the height of the shelf, okay, I am able to change it. So you can see over here, I can change the height of bay. Okay, this small segment here is a bay, and this whole thing here is a section. So I can click on here. You can see that this is a small bay that I have selected. I can control to say I want the height of the bay to be 700, and PYTHA will automatically shift this up to 700, and the rest of the shelves will be even. Or I can say I want the top panel, I want it to be 500. So straight away we are able to customize the height of bay very easily based on the dimension that you want. Next thing, okay, if I want to say my width of section, I want this to be maybe only 400. I can just put this in, and this is now changed to 400. Maybe on the right hand side, I need this to be 400. Okay, sorry, let me just change it to 400. So you can see you're able to customize all this very easily. Okay, then next thing you will, and I can put in some shelves again. So next thing you ask me, Isaiah, what if I need to change, I need to reset, and I want all even spacing? Okay, this is very easy in PYTHA. Okay, all you need to do is, first thing, I want to reset the division. So I just put in 0, and I put back the division. So now I have the even spacing again. Next thing, I click on the section here. Okay, so for number of shelves, same thing, I put the 0, and I put back 3 shelves. So this way you're able to just reset the spacing that you want. Okay, you're able to reset the sections, you're able to reset the shelves that you want. Alright, next thing we'll go through is over here. Okay, yeah, this is the standard setting that we have. You're also able to change it. So you can see for each division we're using 20 mm thickness. Okay, for adjustable shelves, we are having 20 mm panels. We are using 5 mm setback and -1. Okay, this -1 means that there is a gap. Okay, there is a gap of 1 mm over here. Alright, and fixed shelf. Okay, by default, PYTHA will gives you the shelves generated. Okay, these are all adjustable shelf. How do I change to fixed shelf? I just need to right click, and I call this a fixed shelf, and it will turn purple, and the setting for the fixed shelf will be applied. Okay, so here you can see 5 mm means that the panel will go into your division by 5 mm. Alright, so this is with regards to the subdivision. Alright, next thing we're going to front. Okay, front, it means that we can put in the door, for example. So I click on this area, this is a segment. I can say I want a front for section. Okay, what happens is that it will create a door straight away for here, and you can see I can choose whether it's a left door, right door, or double door. Okay, so I just keep it to left door, and I can also control whether this door is outside front. Okay, all these things we are able to adjust as well. Okay, so this is the front for door, front for section, sorry. So next thing we have front for bay. Okay, if I put in here front for bay means that it has a door just only for the small bay that we have selected here. So you can see if I click on here, this area, I can see another front for bay. So you're able to customize things very easily. This is with regards to the front. Alright, other things that we can do is names. For example, here you can see that we have a by PYTHA default name, and you are able to change the customized name. Okay, usually the PYTHA default name is very good already, so you do not need to change the names for yourself. Alright, so lastly we go into roof. Okay, what is a roof? Okay, I just need to show you straight away. So for example, I click on the roof on the right hand side. You can see that it straight away tilt down like this. So I can say I want a left, sorry, I want a right, which I selected already, and I want a left. So we are able to make a house immediately. Or you can, so now you know it's very easy to create cabinets that is under staircase. Okay, so next thing I'll go through the settings over here. So I just do a, so what do you need to understand here? Okay, so first thing I want to say is the thickness. Okay, this will control the thickness of this panel. Okay, this panel over here, you're able to control the thickness. Alright, next thing is the knee wall height. Okay, knee wall height refers to the distance from here to here. So you're able to change it. Okay, and lastly, okay, we talk about the roof angle of 45 degrees. So this 45 degrees is here. Okay, so these are the settings that you are able to adjust. Alright, and what other things you can see over here, the board, you can say on top, you can say none. Okay, you are able to say a block. Okay, so these are the different kinds of constructions that you can change accordingly. Alright, so let me just put it back to a normal one, and then last but not least over here, okay, over here you can see that we are able to do more things. Okay, so for example, we are able to put in a construction rail. Okay, we are also able to do a cabinet that ends on the left, which add in the another 20 mm panel based on the setting you put here. Okay, for the doors, we are able to say we have no handle, or you can even say where is the handle. You can customize, they say, or in the center, and all those. So you can see we are with this cabinet generator, we have able to help you customize a cabinet very quickly. Alright, so thank you for watching, and see you.